welcome back to part two of my B1, B2 United States tourist visa being approved. So, in my last video, I ended off by me turning left into the appointment area where I will be going for my interview, right? And as you go in to the interview, you get a security on your right, and then she will ask you what time is your appointment, and then you go through. There was a line because there was a lot of people. Guys, if you did not watch from the beginning, I suggest that you go to my previous video and then you will catch up from the beginning. And yeah, so there was a line there inside. There was quite a lot of people, and as you go along the line, there's this first lady. She will check your confirmation page. I will just show you guys what the confirmation page looks like. This one. It's this one. I just need to close my details. This is the confirmation page. It looks like this. I'm just closing my personal details in there. Yeah, and then she will check your confirmation page along with your passport to see if your passport number aligns with your confirmation page. And as I walked up, she's greeting everybody in a beautiful, nice manner. Good morning, how are you? And then everybody was like, I'm doing fine, how are you? And then when it was my turn, then I walked up, then she asked me, good morning, how are you? And then I told her, I'm nervous. And then she's like, it's okay to be nervous. If you were not nervous, then there would definitely be something wrong with you. So it's okay to be nervous, don't worry. And then she gave me my confirmation page and she asked for my one photo. You remember, you had to take 2 photos, visa photos, with you to your interview. So she asked me for one of my photos and she put it in my passport. And then she told me, go stand in that line. Either go to window 1, 2, or 3. Like the inside, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows. There's 5 windows. 3 of the windows are just for them to take your biometrics, like your fingerprints, and yeah. And then I walked up to window 1. Then the lady asked me, what is the purpose for your visit? And then I told her, tourist. I'm going to tour. And then she asked me, what was your maiden surname? And I told her my maiden surname. And then first you put your 4 fingerprints on, and then your others, and then after you do your 2 thumbs. And when that is finished, she will tell you, guys, the people there in the embassy, I've come across a lot of videos where people are saying, oh, this one just had a bad day and then they refuse you a visa, or this one had a good day and then they gave you a visa. It's not like that. It really, really is not like that. Because while I was standing outside, before I even came in, and then I heard this one lady said, oh, I went to the lady and she was quite very nice. And when she asked me this and I answered like that, and we were making fun and we were joking. But the guy next to her, he was a very, very, very grumpy. Now, things like that will make you nervous, and you will have anxiety because of the things that other people is saying. Don't listen to things like, no, they probably had a bad day, or their day didn't go well, or they only have a certain amount of visas to approve per day. It's not like that. It is really not like that. I can tell you now, if you go there, it is like a job interview. If you go to a job, you have to sell yourself to that CEO or to that person who's interviewing you, right? You have to sell yourself because you want this job. So you have to tell that person everything that is good about you, right? And you have to make that person believe that you will return back to your home country. So yeah, the moral of this story is that the lady outside said that this guy is a very grumpy, and the lady next to him, there's only two people interviewing you in the Cape Town embassy, US embassy. Only two people. One is the lady, and the lady sits at cubicle number 5, and the guy sits at cubicle number 4. So I ended up going to the guy in cubicle number 4, right? And as I walked up to the cubicle number 4, I didn't give anything. I just said good morning, and he said good morning. And he asked me for my passport, and I gave him my passport. And then he told me, pick up the phone, because you communicate via a phone. He has got a headset on his head, and then there is a phone here that you pick up and you talk through the phone with him. And the first question that he asked me was, what is your purpose for your visit? Because now I remember I already gave him my passport. So as soon as I gave him my passport, he punched in my passport number, and then my whole DS-164 popped up. The first question that he asked me, what is the purpose of your visit? And then I said, tourist. I'm going to be a tourist in the USA. And then he asked me, are you traveling alone? Then I said, yes, I'm traveling alone. And then he asked me, where would you be going if you go to the USA? And then I told him, I'm going to Washington, D.C. and Florida. He said, yes. Okay. And then he asked me, have you traveled before out of your country, out of South Africa? Then I said, yes, I did. 2022, I went to the Philippines, and again, 2023, I went to the Philippines, and I just recently got back from there. And then he nods his head and said, yes. And then he comes back, listen, the guys, listen to this. And then he came back with the same question he asked me. So you said that you are going to Washington, D.C. and New York. And I'm like, no, I'm going to Washington, D.C. and Florida. Then he said, okay. And then he moved on to more questions. He asked me, are you married? So if you are married, then answer the question, say yes. If you are married, if you are not married, then say no. And then he asked me, what do you do for a living? What is your occupation? And then I answered his question. So if you work, and tell him what occupation do you have, because everything that he asked you guys is already in front of you. So don't go and lie about it. Then you just answer him straight. Do not even hesitate, guys. Don't hesitate. Be confident in your answers. Be normal, like you would be in any job interview, right? And then again, he came back with the same question. He asked me, so you said that you are going to Washington, D.C. and New York. Then I said, no, I'm not. I'm going to Washington, D.C. and Florida because I want to go to Washington, D.C. I want to see the Mall of Museums in Washington, D.C. and I want to explore more. And then he's like, okay. And then he asked me, so you went to the Philippines. How did you find the Philippines? How was it? And I was like, the Philippines is beautiful, but it is just very, very, very hot. And then he's like, and then he asked me, so where in the Philippines have you gone to? And then I told him I went to Manila and I went to explore in the Rizal area as well. And then he's like, yeah. And then after all of that, remember this file. This file is there in front of me. You can see this file is in front of me. And remember now, the only thing that I've handed to him was just my passport and the visa photo that is still inside my passport. And this file is there in front of me. He can see this file there in front of me. I came ready as ever. I came ready, right? And then he just told me, okay, I approved your visa. Now, you just have to wait for the courier to send you an email so that you can go and pick up your visa. I'm like, what? Okay, thank you. I didn't even ask, are you not going to look at anything? Are you not going to look at it? I didn't even ask. I just said, what? Is that all? Okay, thank you. And then he handed me this little thing. Where is it? He handed me this. He handed me this. This is instructions. This is some instructions for your courier where you can get your passport with your visa in. And yeah, let me show you. I'm probably going to just leave a photo here and highlight all my details out. But where is my visa? Where is my visa, guys? Yeah, I went to go pick it up yesterday at the DHL. I didn't want to spend that extra money. You do have the option for the DHL to come and deliver your passport for you at home, but I did not want, because I was not sure if I am going to get my visa, and I did not want to spend that extra money on courier costs and things like that. So I opted for me to go and pick it up at the airport at Cape Town International Airport, industrial area. And yeah, yesterday I went to go pick up my B1, B2 tourist visa for the USA, and it is for 10 years. 10 years, guys. A 10-year visa. It only expires in 2033. So I can go into the United States for 10 years without applying for a visa. That does not mean that I can stay in the United States for 10 years. No. I can go there and then I can come back, and then I can go there without applying again ever for a US visa, right? I do have it now. It's beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful, and I'm so excited. So yes, that is my story of my B1, B2 USA visa. Guys, if you're not subscribed yet, please do subscribe down below and support this channel, because I will be going to the USA soon. I will definitely be going there. I will not take this visa for granted. If I have to go there and come back home, and after a couple of months go back there just to tour again in different states, that's going to be okay. But yeah, subscribe down below, give this video a like if you did like my story, and turn on the notification bell. If you did apply for a visa, if you did, or if you are in the process of going to apply for one, I really do hope that you do get your visa, because there are many people that has got a lot of money. They have a lot of money in their bank accounts. There are even big YouTubers with hundreds and thousands of subscribers on their channels, and they do not get this visa. They don't get this visa. So if God is for you, then no one else can be against you, right? Yeah, and it is just by the grace of God that I got this visa so easy, so easy. Yeah, and I really do hope that each and every one of you do get your tourist visa to the United States of America, because it is, I think, everyone's dream to go and visit and see what America is all about. Yeah, so that is my story, and I hope that you guys get your visa, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.